So, as you can see, been a little while since we've been back here, but I've gotten some pretty good work done on the base. Got most of my industry set up down here. Got some scripts running. Got an office complete. Built a trailer for the truck, which I kind of want to redo, but I'm not sure what I would do better. I think part of it is like the rotor doesn't. I wonder if it isn't the friction on the back wheels. Up in them would probably make it drag a little bit better. I don't know, but that's not what we're here to work on yet today. Hey, Phelamon. We're here to make this be able to work in our welding bay using a little script called MArmOS. So in theory, what it can do is there's no control surfaces on there. If I come in here, go to the remote control, and then on that I have a camera. I've got it to work somewhat. You can use mouse and keyboard to control this on, sort of like the space shuttle. Now obviously, it's not working the way I want. But if we go back and look at this, actually before we do that, I need to grab my pen and paper. I should have came in and, because I think I figured out a different way to do the, is that my guns? No, that's not my guns. At some point we're going to have to come out here and start cleaning up all of these crashed ships, because as you can see, we've got a grinder pit now. And we can open and close the door from here. Turn on the grinders. But that's not what we're worried about right now. We're worried about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to run that to its home position. And as you can see, Ho03012SS has followed. Yeah, that works. Oh. I thought you said it was something about followers. I don't click any names. Like, you should know this, Phelamon. But you're more than welcome to go ahead and ban him for me. You have the power. Right, I need to... First of all, figure out what the name of this is. Welder head rotor. Where to do with a pen? So we're just going to scratch out all these solids I got here, because I think we're going to... The basic one ain't working, so we're going to try and skip ahead to the advanced one. So, we got rotor... What was it? Rotor. Welder. Head. Rotor. Rotor, if we spell it right. Good job, Phalemon. That's why we need you around more often. Then we have welder head hinge. So now I want to go back here. We're just going to redo all this goddamn code I got by loading the script in again. But there's one other thing I need in here. And it is... okay. Welder head hinge 1 needs to be home 90. This is gonna suck! Phalemon, you said you're good with the coding and whatnot. Help me out here. We need arm configuration. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rotors. So we'll go here. Control C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will change the variables. And then we have 2 pistons. And we will Control C, Control V, Control V. And again, change the variables. We will put in welder main rotor, ignoring the axes for now. Welder hinge 1. We're going to go ahead and put in home 90. You should have been 3. You should have been 4. And that means you should have been 5. The next rotor is welder hinge 3. And then we're onto the head. So welder head rotor. And welder head hinge. Okay, then the pistons. Piston is welder piston 1 and 2. One and welder piston 2. 1 should be X, that means 2 should be negative X. Okay, and then we need solids. Solids are kind of where I get stuck, I think. So, let's Control V that. I got 3. Cannot convert from bool to double. From bool to double. 43, 44, 44, cannot convert. Phalemon, what does that error mean? Argument 3 cannot convert bool or cannot convert from bool to double. One, two, three. So I suppose that would either need to be 1 or 2 is what that's telling me. I don't know. We need to go look at the solids, though. So, Z motion is your up and down. It goes from the rotor head. We're going to have to look at the frickin' guide again. You guys aren't going to be able to see this, but... No, workshop. Subscribed. MArmOS. Steam guide. Make it nice and big so I can see everything. Go down here to the tips. Where the hell is the tips? Okay. You can see solids as if your arm was some kind of skeleton made of joints and bones. The solids are the bones linking each joints. A solid part is basically the 3D distance between the center of each joints. As an example, to define 2 rotors separated by 3 large blocks, you would actually need a 10-meter long solid 4 blocks. See some examples. So what I've got here would be, this is basically, so 3 minus 1 plus negative 2. Yeah, I think that works. I think. So we'll go in and edit this. New solid is 3 negative 1 plus minus 2. That is line 50. Check code. That says it works okay. Alright, so from there, it goes into a rotor. So you start from there, work out, and end up there. So then you'd probably start there, and since this is the home position, I think you count it as is now. So from there, Uh, -2. -3. I think that's right. -3 in the x-axis. Control C or Control V. Solid 2. -3. We need to change these to large blocks, though. Okay. Now we need to define our arms. Actually, we should go back and change. So, Ori mode is going to be 0 for position in the Y. Welder hinge 1 is going to be position in the X. Rotor 3 wait, no, why is there a hinge 3? There shouldn't be a hinge 3. There shouldn't even be a hinge 2. This is welder hinge 1. This is welder head hinge. What the shit? Let's get rid of that. I don't know where that came from. So we're going to do 3 and 4. So you have the main rotor, you have the one hinge. Variable R3, welder head rotor. That's going to be orientation. So that is 1. And that is on axis. Hold on, that's in the tips too. Axis tips. When defining an axis for rotation, the right-hand rule still applies. X is roll clockwise. Y is pitch downward. Okay, so X is roll. Yeah, so X. Rotor. Good job, Phalemon. On node 1, pitch up and down. What was pitch up and down? Y is pitch downward. Okay. Yeah, so that should be right. Okay. My controller. New user controller. Arm my arm. You need to tell the controller which arm to use, but I want it to use all of the arms. But maybe that's just not practical. I don't know. Let's put 2 different arms together. I told you it was. I've been struggling with this for like 2 days. Control V, Control V. Variable. Arm 1. Arm 2. Nice try. Not gonna happen, but nice try. I don't know, I think we can still try and make this work with just one arm. But we'd have to, like, separate them out. So if I did R1 plus let's see. R1 plus R2 plus P1 plus no, because R2 is on the wrong side of this. I gotta remember, I had a different setup before. So let's add those 2 together plus R2 plus P2 plus now, and then we'll end that, and then we'll put the head in, which should be R3 plus R4. Also, there's solids in there, so let's go ahead and plus, see, R2 and R and P2. So that's the bottom one. So that's S2. Okay, so I think this needs to be S1 with that. Okay, let's get rid of this variable. Put the controller in there. Control C. Control V. And controller is going to be ARM1. Username. The name my controller does not exist in the current context. Why doesn't it? That makes no sense. Why is it not